This is Northgate Plaza in Knoxville, Tennessee, a large strip of vacant retail stores and rundown businesses. But it was not always like this. What is now an eyesore was once a sprawling shopping center with many well-known stores. So in today's video, we will be looking into the rise and quick fall of Northgate Plaza. Hello everybody, welcome to Lost Places, and you heard the intro. Today we are talking about Northgate Plaza. But before we get to that, I want to thank you guys for 500 subscribers. When I started this channel, I never thought I would get here. And I want to thank you for the support. It helps me push on and make more videos like this. And if it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be here making this video. So, with that said, please subscribe so we can get to 1,000. Alright, let's get back to the video. Northgate Plaza was built in 1963. It's a smaller shopping center than what it is now. At that time, it had 3 main stores, the biggest being Kmart. The second store was Winn-Dixie, and the third was a local store called the White Stores. Directly next to this was a drive-in theater. Remember that for later. Anyways, each store stayed open relatively unchanged until 1989. That year, KVAT Food Stores, the parent company of Food City, bought out White Stores and they converted them to Food City. On November 12, 1980, the drive-in theater closed down and was converted to an RV park for the Knoxville International Energy Exposition. Alright, around 1991, Winn-Dixie built a new building directly next door. Along with Winn-Dixie, a few more stores were added to the center to accommodate more business. This renovation gave it the early 90s aesthetic that it has now. In 1998, the land where the drive-in movie theater was redeveloped into an office depot and a buy-low grocery store. Fast forward to 1999, KVAT Food Stores yet again, the parent company in Food City, bought out all 7 Winn-Dixie stores in the Knoxville market. They would then close their Food City location in the former White Store and move to the Winn-Dixie space nearby. Yet again, in 2006, Food City would buy all 8 buy-low locations in the Knoxville area, and Food City would move once again to the buy-low store next door. In 2016, Kmart, the longest-lasting original anchor store, would close for unknown reasons, and that following year, Food City would move to a new location nearby. At some point, GC Services bought the old White Store and half of the former Winn-Dixie. The other half of the former Winn-Dixie would turn into a bar called Whiskey Bend, but that would end up closing in 2017. And Easy-owned Home Furnishings would replace it, but that would close in 2020 for obvious reasons. Also in 2017, an antique mall called Mega Paddler's Mart opened in the former Kmart store, but that closed in 2020 as well. In 2020, the Food City was turned into a COVID vaccination center, but after the height of the pandemic, that would eventually close and it would remain abandoned once again. In 2023, a music venue called the Concourse occupied the former Easy-owned, but that would close in 2024, and the Knoxville Coliseum would replace it. The Knoxville Coliseum is a place for wrestling matches and stuff like that. GC Services closed all of their locations in the shopping center as well. The only open stores that are there now are Metro PCS, In the Cut Barbershop, Ace Cats Advance, a tattoo shop, the Knoxville Coliseum, Acceptance Insurance, and Tio Conjero, Dollar Plus, and Iglesia Dios Nace. Now, I don't know, I probably butchered a lot of the foreign names. I'm sorry about that. My bad if I did. And I know that sounds like a lot of businesses, but out of all the stores that are in the shopping center, it's really not that much. But currently, the East Tennessee Design Center is seeking public input on what to do with the center in its current state, but nothing has been decided at this time. Now it sits mostly vacant and abandoned with a few homeless people walking around and really nothing else. But so, without further ado, let's go and look at the shopping center in its current state and see exactly how bad of a condition this place is in. Alright, here we are. We are at an abandoned buy-low. This one never got the chance to convert into Food City in 2017, from what I can tell. This one just closed down. So thought, why not look at it and see what exactly has happened to this building. It's at a part of a large shopping complex that is also abandoned. Sorry about that. So there's this like the foyer, I guess. Pretty rough looking. All right, so due to COVID-19, Knox County Health Department operations has moved to a new location. So this was a COVID-19 testing place, I guess. Ooh, this looks like a way you could see in the store, maybe. Or is that just the cart return? Man, you can't really see in there, unfortunately. You can see a little bit into the cafe right there, but not really. Fortunately, you cannot see into the store that much. Besides right there, you can kind of see in there. Anyway, let's just give the lop around the place as usual. And yeah, let's do that. In the dumpsters. No, I doubt we'd find any Bilo related stuff in here. Nope. Just some old t-shirts, but look at this. Water's pouring out, causing this whole area to kind of flood. But look at this. Look at this staircase. This is cool. I don't know, where does this lead to? Is there like why is there an upper floor on a grocery store? Bilo, what are you hiding? Got a really good view from up here of the dumpsters, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna come down now. Wonder if you could see through those things right there. All right, let's see inside. What do you see? Looks like the backside where some old food used to come in. Interesting. All right, here we have the old sign. I think this looks really cool. We're now here at this shopping center. So I just thought, why not just look around a little bit? Now, I don't know much about the area, so I never upload this. Well then. So I guess we'll just start off from end and then move on to the other end. So that's blocked off. I'm not sure what that used to be. Whatever this was, it's also abandoned. It's part of that building, so let's just have a look. Looks like a doctor's office by those floor tiles. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right, next to that we have the former Little Caesars. This is the Little Caesars. Put plywood over. Old business hours signs. Next to that is an operational tattoo shop. So the rest of the businesses over here are open. So we're gonna keep walking this way, along this side of the store. Whatever that used to be is now open. I love these tiles. Look at this little plaza area. This is pretty cool. Something you don't really see in more modern stores. More modern restaurant type areas. I can imagine this used to look really nice back in the day. But now look what's left of it. This is really cool, actually. Place under here looks like that barber shop's open. This looks like it's a part of the same barber shop. Doesn't smell great. Backside of this doesn't look as cool, but this is really cool. I like this. Quite a few other businesses along this row. Quite a few different places at that dollar store. Dollar Plus. What is this? Some Christian Spanish place. This what looks like this used to be a Sally Beauty. Yeah, Sally Beauty. Ceiling tiles spread everywhere. This is the old label scar for Sally. This is another hair cutting place that looks like it's gone out of business. Maybe not. This place has. This was a dry cleaners or a laundry. Just looks relatively basic. Knoxville Cleaners for rent. I'm gonna go out here. Let's see. Completely overgrown. I'm not sure what that used to be at all. Here comes looks like one of the bigger stores. This had to be something else before it was GC Services. But let's have a look inside. Bro, did I just find the portal to the back rooms? Dang. No, wait. It says that same floor as that doctor's office looking place. Unfortunately, you can't really tell. Now we are in the parking lot of the former Kmart. And look at this. Look at how old this Knoxville Journal thing is. It has seen days. It has seen some things. Here we are. It's a former Kmart, something I've not really gotten the chance to film many of. I believe I filmed only 2 other locations. And it's abandoned, of course. I think it was something else after Kmart, but I doubt they changed it very much. Gosh, I don't know if you saw it, but a bug just flew by. Of course, we got the United States Postal Service. And this looks like it was some store. Unfortunately, you can't really see inside of. Oh, here you can. Let's see if we can get a good view in the Kmart. Not really. Giant "We are closed" sign. At least you can see my reflection. Howdy. Yeah, it looks like all of these windows are blocked out. That's unfortunate. That gigantuate air vent right there. And look at that. You can see the Kmart logo saying I'm ridiculously awesome. That was during the ridiculously awesome ad campaign, but that is really cool to see. And that thing is ridiculously awesome. So that's the only evidence from Kmart from this. There might be some more, like, I think, is there anything else since, you know, I guess you can kind of see over there, you can kind of see in the store from that side. Shoplifting is a crime. Fortunately, you cannot see inside, and that's kind of agonizing. Here's the Northgate Plaza sign. I don't know where the Kmart sign would have been. There's that shopping center there. That's pretty cool looking. Now where I live, there's a mall called Northgate Mall. I don't know if they're connected or not, but from the looks of it, there's another building right there that's abandoned, so possibly. I don't know what this was. I believe this was the garden center. No, it was not. Spoiler alert. I actually don't know where the garden center is, or was.
Around back.
Probably, which I'm kind of interested in seeing that, but it is there. But whatever this is, it's vacant as well. Yeah, this looks like it looks like a doctor's office. No offense to literally anybody, but yeah, it looks like a doctor's office. Guess we'll I want to see what the side, I want to see if there's a garden center on the side. I don't want to go around the back. I just want to see if there's a garden center on the side of the building. There isn't, but what there is there's a lot of windows. Those that I can't even see through. Ooh, this is a nicer of the garden centers. Wait. This isn't a garden center. That's a garden center. No. What was this? This was not the garden center. I mean, this is probably the closest thing you could get to one. But this is the Kmart here. This was the Kmart. Dang. There's the inside. The back side of the building is pretty ugly. That couldn't have been a garden center. It's an outdoor seating area. Then, dang, I don't know where the garden center would have been. No, Eddie, I've never seen a Kmart without a garden center before in my life. And you may say, was that one? That is so small to be a garden center. That is way too small. Anyway, we'll come around the front, we'll wrap up this video, and yeah. Anyway, we'll see you on the next Lost Places, and later.